I have to initiate a trigger warning in advance. Actually, two of them. Number one, if the truth ruffles your feathers, oh, we about to ruffle them things. Some of them gonna come out. Yeah, we gonna ruffle a lot of them feathers out on this one. Especially my religious folks. I love you though. And number two, trigger warning. If you got a kind of a squeamish stomach and your thoughts are able to visualize stuff as mine is, be prepared to be squeamed out. Welcome to Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith, and I am beside myself. I don't know how I'm keeping containment on the rage that I'm feeling right now, and I'm not putting on the show. You will see as I keep talking. I've been doing some research about a specific subject, and it directly, a light bulb popped on in my mind to let me know I should have been made the correlation. Like, it's clear. What happens when we think of our sewer lines and our water lines? And how does that connect with the creation of the universe? Because it does. And I want to draw the picture. I was thinking about the water that we drink. And I used to always complain about the bottled water companies having plastic, a load of plastic in our bottled waters and stuff. And I would complain because I didn't understand the complexities of what was really going on. Now I understand what is not in our bottled water. Woo, maybe a few. And when I talk about the things that are in water that I'm referring to are viruses, bacteria, and pathogens. Any of you ever seen a scary movie or like The Blob or Aliens? Well, it's stuff like that just in our bodies, like literally. I knew it was worms and all these tapeworms and different bacteria that's in our body that if we live in an unhealthy manner, they start to get bigger and latch themselves onto our nerves and different organs in our body. And they would destroy things and send impulses to get us to crave certain things that they like to ingest, like alcohol and snacks and cakes and stuff like that. What a story that is. But it gets much deeper. I was looking at, I posted on my channel, maybe on my Facebook, and a city worker in some city took a camera and was videotaping down somebody's drain about 6 to 8 inches from the entrance. It was all messed up. And he zeroed in on this fuzzy, like a Twinkie looking, but it was dark gray, a Twinkie little thing with all these little like legs, like a millipede or a centipede, but it was like all type of little tentacles. So think of a Twinkie, but it's dark gray, and it got all these legs all around the edge, like that wasn't legs, that they was alive, and it was some of them that was coming loose and going places, and It was terrible. It was, and these was a form of pathogens. And then I happened to see another sewage video when they had a long snake, right? That they cleaned the toilets or whatever. But this one had a camera on the end where they was going in, and you seen like it was a whole tube and it was water at the bottom right here. And the camera was going through and it was looking, and you would see like a blob or something. And the camera went and faced it, and it was like, oh. It was disgusting. It was alive, and you could see it like, it looked like Freddy Krueger. You remember Freddy Krueger flesh, and it was just a lot of it. It was like reacting from the sunlight. And it was a pathogen. And it showed another one and a different one. It was all in line. It was 3 of them blobs all together. And it was like, these are the things that lie in our body. And the doctors don't alert us. They talk about it. Like, it's on the internet. It's on the dark web. You can look it up. Where doctors talking about how disgusting a lot of people's bodies are when they do the autopsy or do different surgeries. We got to start living a healthy lifespan. It freaks me out to think of the pathogens and viruses and worms and everything that's in our body that the Bible, the other religious scriptures talk about, but it's coded. And when you get up on the knowledge, like if you watch my station and you absorb all this information, and then you go back and read the Bible, you will start to see correlations like, man, wow. And your respect will grow from me, but I'm not trying to pat myself on the back from it, but it's real. See, this is where the understanding of God and how life was formed in the universe is the same way. What happens is that it was all darkness in the universe with just matter and stuff, and it started gathering like the pathogens in our body, like the pathogens in our water and sewage lines, where it's just left alone for a long time, and it's just gathering forces. You might get a virus that come and join a group of pathogens. You might get some bacteria to get on. You might get some other chemicals that come down the drain, and just it's changing the breed of the thing, and then it'll release a baby, and we would drink it, we would eat it, and it would just be in us, and it might be just a new breed of existence. This is why fasting is so important, to even take it to a 3-day fast every month to change the makeup of what's going on inside our body. It's like we filter ourselves, we cleanse ourselves, we this is why I'm so thankful that I was introduced to God and the ways of the Nation of Islam, and to move along greater now to be working with the God, so I can extend my life, be healthier, because we have not advanced to a level to where we are able to just clearly eliminate these things. Maybe some people have, they're able to eliminate them in their body, but the general public, we're not able, not yet. But this is how life started. And you could say it's my opinion, but this is how God created himself. Just a bunch of atoms and quarks and different things that just start gathering. And over millions, hundreds of thousands, millions, and probably trillions of years was able to develop self into a greater and greater and greater force. It ain't that far out of your mindset. If you really think rationally and logically, we are great too. This is such a great opportunity for us to realize our power and that we are not insignificant beings. We are at a stage, a turning point to turn up in our development. Now, what I realize is that there are so many opportunities here to be grateful and hopeful about that we can buy personal reverse osmosis systems. We can, even if it is the lowest budget fruits and vegetables, we can get our diet together. We cannot make excuses about, oh, that probably got some pesticides on it and this and that. We got to do the best we can. We must do the best we can to take care of our one and only temple. We cannot keep ignoring the fact that it's a clear show of self-love the way we take care of ourselves. This is why other people may not even want to follow our paths, follow our road to redemption, to the next stage of development. We are in a creation journey. We are creating a greater and greater human being. If you on my station, you know that really this is how I feel. This is how I love to set us on a course of continued elevation and evolution. This is us. It's no reason to relegate this life we have right here to, oh, I just want to enjoy it the best I can. Every day I just enjoy my best life. And all that's cool. Cool. But I hope you feel what I have for you. And what I have for you is camaraderie. It's a degree of togetherness that is unmatched. To drive towards improvement. We are gods. And there's no other way to look at it. So I say, I love you and I thank you for tuning in. Let's look at creation, health. It's no way to ignore the knowledge that we have at this point as human beings. We have a degree of knowledge that we haven't had on such a wide base. So it's now it's time for everybody's going to step up, because we understand we are no longer ignorant to a lot of things for which we were ignorant to 20 years ago. Think about it. Think of the advancement that we have had from us to us. If you tuning in, you watching me, because there's no reason to keep following foolishness. I love you and I thank you for tuning in. Tuning out. Foundation for Elevation Station.